So rude. So rude. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. So for today, we're just gonna be doing a nice, quick and simple front porch makeover, upgrade, refresh for springtime. So we are getting into springtime. The days are longer, the weather is warmer, the sun is shining, and the birds are singing. I just kind of wanted to brighten up my front entrance area. We don't actually get much sunlight hitting the front entrance of our apartment, so it can look a little dark and dingy. So I just kind of wanted to refresh it and make it brighter and happier, a little bit sunnier. So back in November was the last time I did anything to my porch. I made a fall winter themed wreath and paired like a rug to go underneath our doormat. And just a little bit darker, you know, dark deep greens and more yellowy colors, deep browns. So definitely worked for that time of year, kept in that kind of fall winter theme. I didn't want to like redo my decor every month or for every holiday. So I figured just something that could work just for that whole time of year was fine. And that's kind of what I did. This is the wreath that I made. So yeah, as you can see, definitely much more fall-y, autumnal, much more wintry. It's also a little bit more leaning on the kind of farmhouse side of things, which is fine. It just isn't necessarily my personal style. So we want to, you know, change things up a little bit, make things a little bit more me, if you will. I love the look of layering a rug underneath a doormat. I just think it's really nice. It kind of makes things look a little bit more cohesive and finished, and it gives the opportunity for bringing in, you know, new colors and patterns without having to buy a new doormat like every season or every holiday, which doormats can get expensive. So who would want to do that? So for fall and winter, I actually found this Chindi rug at Five Below, which is pretty cool. So cost me $5, which, you know, we love a cheapskate. I do like this. I love Chindi rugs. I think they're pretty fun. And I like the coloring on it. It's this really pretty deep olive green with black and white. It wasn't quite what I wanted though. The pattern, as you can see, is very thin stripes, so it's a little bit busier than I had actually wanted. I wanted something a little bit subtler, but I also needed something that worked with the colors on my wreath. So I was a little limited on what I could do. Everything else that they had available at the time was like a lot of blues or like light peachy colors, and it just didn't really, you know, just didn't really vibe very well. I went with this one, and at the time it was great. Like, it's fine. I spent $5 on it, cost me nothing. It worked with my wreath, and it worked for the season. But I wanted to change for spring. So I wanted to do a short and sweet, quick and simple porch refresh. There's not a huge makeover going on here. We live in a very large apartment complex with a bunch of other people. We share our hallway with a lot of other people, and our front door is brown. I can't do anything about that. It's got to stay brown. I can't add a bunch of, you know, things and knickknacks outside because, you know, we have to share this space. It can't go crazy. So this is just a quick and easy video. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it, and I'll show you how I made my new wreath and how I set up my porch.
To make your own wreath, you'll need a hoop or wreath base, florals, floral wire and tape, some wire cutters, and a jute rope or cording, and anything else you want to add to your own wreath. Starting off, I'm trying to make the pieces a little bit more manageable by cutting the smaller stems off of the larger bits. And as you can see, I'm really struggling with this step. Come on, Lindsay, you can do it. Here you go. And I just repeated that with all of my eucalyptus stems until they were all nice and separated. Once you have all of your pieces cut, the next step is to map out the layout of where you want your pieces to go and really figure out where everything is going to sit nicely together. Always plan ahead, kids. And here you can see I'm just wrapping some of the individual stems in some floral tape. This isn't totally necessary though.
Why must I live like this? This pain, this beautiful existence. When will it end? Is this a test? Some great cosmic joke that I have not been fed in one whole hour? If I am to endure this much longer, I will surely perish.
Next, I took my two front and center pieces and just connected them together using some floral tape. This is just going to make it easier to attach them to the hoop. And as you can see, I'm doing this almost entirely out of frame because clearly I'm so good at this. Now I'm just taking some of my floral wire and using it to attach my front and center piece to my gold hoop. And now I'm just repeating that step with the rest of my leafy bits until they are all nice and secure in their rightful places. And voila, the leaves are all attached. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, check out that shoddy craftsmanship. Next, I took my blue nettles and attached them to these pale leaves to go right in the center of my wreath. And to cover up all the messy floral tape, I wrapped it all up in a jute ribbon. Now at this point, it was looking just a little bare, so I dug around in my craft supplies and found all of these scrap ribbon pieces, and I made a cute little dangly bow. Look at that, so nice. And lastly, I took a piece of some jute wrapped wire and wrapped it around the top of the wreath for easy hanging. And again, I did this almost entirely out of frame because I am just the most professional. And with that, she is complete. No matter how big or small a makeover project is, one of the most important steps is to clear out and clean up to get a fresh start. And boy, did this porch need it. We got hit by a pretty big sand and windstorm the day before this, and you can really see just how dusty and dirty it got up there. I found this new rug at Ross for about $8 or $9, which is a great deal. It's also a Chindi rug, but with a much more subtle pattern and a really nice texture. I just really liked the blue and creamy pink coloring, as well as the cute tassels and braid details that it had. And here you can see me trying to be cinematic for YouTube. Good job, Lindsay. You're doing great. Then I just took our old doormat and dropped it right on top. Ours is from the Novogratz, and I really like the style of it and didn't really feel the need to replace it. It's cute. And now to switch out the old wreath for the new one. Now that it's all set up, let's go see how this project turned out.
Our short and sweet makeover is complete. I love how it turned out, but let me know down in the comments below what you think and what you would have done differently. I really enjoyed making this video. It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing more interior design related videos in the future, as well as more fashion and cosplay related videos, because those are kind of my main interests. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe and help me grow my channel. And with that, it's time for me to sign off, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.